Hello guys, hopefully everyone is fine. In this video we'll be doing the concept of constructors. Firstly, there are some properties of constructors our viewers should understand. Kindly watch the video till the very end and support us in this initiative. Constructors are known as member functions. Firstly, they are member functions. Secondly, they are member functions. Secondly, they occupy name of class. Very occupy the name of the class. It means class name is A, constructor name would be A. Class name is B, constructor name would be B. Important thing, they get called immediately the moment object is declared. It means they get called immediately the moment object is declared. It means the moment memory allocation is done, they get called. It means they are used to allocate memory to the object. Right? The moment object is declared, memory is allocated, constructor by default will get called. Now these are member functions, and important points, they don't have any data type, not even a void. They get called automatically. They occupy the name of the class. They are member functions, right? And they are always used in public section. Why? Because if I use them in private section, private things cannot be accessed outside the class. Then always used in public section. These are 5 important points before you do constructors. So what I'll do is I'll create a class, I'll create its data members, I'll use them using constructors. There are different types of constructors. So actually I'm explaining 3 types of constructors over here. One is default, no argument. Second is I will be explaining is parameterized. Parameterized means I am using any int, float, argument. And very important, I'll use copy constructor. Copy constructors, they will use the object as argument as a data type. I'll put object as an argument for that. So how this whole process would work, I'll just create one program and try to do it. I have a class A, right? And I am using a data member int A, let's say float B, right? Now what I will do is I'll use public. Now firstly I'll just create main. In main what I am putting is I'll try to create an object A followed by object. I have not passed any argument to it. So the moment object is declared, constructor gets called immediately. If I don't have any constructor, perfect. But if I'm using any parameterized constructor and I'm creating an object without any arguments, I must create a default constructor. So I'm creating 3 types of object. Object 1 that has arguments 2 and 3.5, and another object 2 that has object 1, and I'm just using object 2.show. Guys, actually in this main I have used 3 constructors. First is default. I will use no parameter to it. I'll create the moment object is declared, constructor gets used, does not have any arguments. I'm just writing cout default. Right? The moment object 1 is declared, constructor gets called, but this has 2 parameters. So what I will use, I'll write a int x float y, 2 is passed to x, 3.5 is passed to y, and these data members are given value. A is given x because A is integer, B is given float because B is float, B is given float, so y value is given to it, and I'm just displaying cout A and B. We are just initializing the data members of the class. Now the third important point is, just see, object 2 is declared, and over here I am putting object 1 inside it. Means object 2 will get what object 1 values are. What object 1 values are? 2 and 3.5. They will be by default copied to object 2, that is copy constructor. So what I will write? I will write A, and object 2, since object 1 is passed to it, so what is the data type of object 1? So over here 2 and 3.5 are passed to it, so that's why int and float. But what is the data type of object 1? That we have to see. Since object 1 is passed as a parameter, object 1 has data type A, so I'll write A, object 1, this answer. Then what I am writing, A is equal to object 1 dot A. Object 1 already has answers of 2, and B is given object 1 of B, so object 1 of B is 3.5. 3.5 is given to B, and I can display it cout AB. This is the parameterized constructor. And last I'm writing obj2.show, so void show, I'm just using in public section, by default it is in public, and I'm just displaying cout A and B. That's it. So how does it work? Firstly, I'll write A obj, by default constructor gets called, so over here answer comes default. Guys, this is also known as constructor overloading. Why? Because there are same function name is A, and different arguments. One is having 0 argument, second is having 2 arguments, third is having 1 argument as object. So object 1, whenever it gets called, so 2 is passed to this x and 3.5 is passed to this y. A is given x, means A is given 2, B is given 3.5 over here, it will display 2 and 3.5, the answer 2 and 3.5 comes. Now important point, obj2 is given object 1. The moment this gets called, it goes into the copy constructor over here, and a obj1 is passed, guys. Object 1 is passed. Object 1 over here gets this obj1 value. Obj1 already has 2 and 3.5. I am initializing data members everywhere. Over here I initialize data members, over here I initialize data members, over here we give the answer of A and B. So A is given object 1 dot A, it means 2 is given to it. Object 1 has A value as 2, object 1 has B value as 3.5, so 2 is given to A, 3.5 is given to B, cout AB, 2 and 3.5. so over here 2 and 3.5 still comes, right? And in the last I am writing object 2 dot show. Object 2 has answers of A and B as the copy of object 1, which are 2 and 3.5. so over here again 2 and 3.5 will come. That's how it works. This is known as different types of constructors. There are different versions of constructions that we'll discuss, but that's how it works. This is also known as constructor overloading. Constructor overloading, over here no argument, 2 arguments, 1 argument. Obviously concept of function overloading. If you like this video, kindly like, share and subscribe. If you have any doubt, put it in comment section.